Hiya, I hope you're okay. I'm going to show you this really simple, fresh makeup look today. Essentially, it's not too many steps. It's a few little bits and pieces that when you put them together, just make you look like you've had a bit more sleep, you're a bit better rested. When you see what I'm going to look like in the before shot in a minute, you'll be really seeing why it's made me look a lot more wide awake. So I hope you enjoy. As always, everything I've used in the video is listed in the description, so if you click to make the video full screen, the title will come up along the top, click the arrow next to it and a full list of everything will drop down. But that said, feel free to use whatever is already in your makeup bag to achieve these things. Okay, I'm going to start with some of this Clinique Moisture Surge Gel. They've reformulated this and I have to say this is one of the best things I've used in a really long time. I only opened this I would say in the last fortnight maybe. It's a really densely hydrating gel. It melts in nice and quickly and I just think it's really lightweight, but you really feel and see a difference in the hydration of your skin. Okay, next I'm going to go in with Your Skin But Better foundation, but I'm actually going to apply this using my hands, which I'm not sure I've ever actually done. But Ali Martin, I'm sure I've mentioned her to you before. She's a brilliant makeup artist on TikTok. She was trying this week and she's a real advocate of using her hands. She really always uses her hands with lovely creams and things. And it just went on so beautifully. So I'd been meaning to try it without a brush and see how it went. And something I'd note as well is that I've gone in straight away while that moisture surge is still kind of tacky to the touch, so that you're getting all of the benefits of that moisturiser to help that foundation to go on with a really hydrated finish and just glide on really easily. Now, I'm planning to use quite a few creams today, so I'm not going to powder the whole face because I want the texture of the cream to sit well over these kind of creamy steps that I've already done. I'm just going to take a little bit of translucent setting powder down the centre of the face to help to take away any of that initial shine, and I'm going to avoid anywhere that I'll later be layering on some cream. There we go, that feels better already, but you've still got the glow from everywhere else on the complexion. Okay, just quickly, I'm going to go in with my Brow Power pencil and just tidy up the brows a little bit. I'm not going to do anything too dramatic, just fill them in and make them look nice and polished. Okay, next I'm going to go in with some cream contour. This is from Danessa Myricks, available on Cult Beauty now, by the way. I got it over the weekend. And I'm going to take a bobby angled face brush to just pick some of this off. Now, I've had a little play on the back of my hand. I haven't used it on my complexion yet, but it seems like a really soft, easy to build flush of colour, rather than sometimes with cream contours, they can go on so densely that it's a bit alarming and you're thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to blend this out? So I'm just going to take this through the temples, anywhere where the sun would naturally hit, and add some warmth to the outer frame of the face. I would also just add, which I thought was so clever, so in the Cult Beauty order, this little thing came. I'll have a look actually to see if I still have it. And basically you can scan a QR code and they offer consultations, and bear in mind like the amount of brands they have. So it's a completely unbiased consultation across all of their brands, but you can book whichever way you want to do that, and you can do it on email, on Instagram, you can even do it on WhatsApp. I just thought it was really clever. If you're new to me or you haven't kind of heard me saying any bits and pieces about any previous jobs or whatever, I worked at Selfridges for years as a personal beauty shopper, so I was unbiased across all of the brands. And I just think it's so great that so many places are offering that service now, because no one's makeup bag has just one brand in it. You know, like everyone has their favourites from a few different people. And so to be able to get a consultation from someone that is trained across all of those brands, I just think is fab. Now, while I've been going on about that, how nicely has that little Danessa Myricks palette gone on? Delighted with that. Okay. And then it's funny as well, if I just show you, it looked really warm in the pan. And I was thinking light too, like that feels really warm, but actually, because it goes on like such a soft veil, it's blended out really nicely. And then the next thing I'm going to go in with, my friend Cher has done an edit with Clinique of her favourite things. I'm sure I don't need to tell you about Cher. She's a brilliant makeup artist. As well, Cher really loves like really fresh glowy skin. She loves helping you to achieve that, whether you're me and you're going to wear a full coverage or whether you're wearing a soft coverage. She always loves to kind of get the skin glowing. So these are some of her favourites that I'm going to go in with. I'm going to take the same brush. Now, for the average person, you can just go straight onto the cheeks with this, swipe it on, buff it out with a brush or your fingers, whatever you would prefer. I'm going to use a brush, and the reason being, I have to try and build as much coverage as I can for my redness. If I then swipe this on, I run the risk of lifting off the foundation that's covering the redness. So I'd rather just go on and add that myself. However, that said, I don't think that brush is picking up enough. So I'm going to press it on with my fingers instead. So I'm going to go nice and high and just pat this into place. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. I'm also going to take a tiny bit of this up here. The funny thing is, like with that bronzer, if you add a tiny bit of pink to it, it looks even more natural. She says, looking at it in the camera, thinking, does this look natural? Let me just get it on and then we'll see whether that theory was actually correct or whether we need to move swiftly on. And that little patting motion makes all the difference. You know, patting rather than rubbing is going to build coverage as opposed to lifting it off. Yeah, really happy with that. Okay, same situation with hefty highlight. I'm not going to bother going in with a brush in case it doesn't pick up enough. I'm going to pat this slightly over that blush. I'm going to go a little bit around the cheek with that. I don't know how luminous this one is. I think I may have had this one back in the day. I mean, I think everyone had the chubby sticks back in the day, didn't they? They were just the best thing ever when they first came out. Gonna pat a little bit through the cheeks there. In fact, tiny bit on the nose. I'm gonna do the, what's it called again? Amped up apple. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of that on the nose. Tell me you love TikTok without telling me you love TikTok. And then I'm gonna put some highlighter on top of that. Okay, I had every intention of doing a bit of a lash tutorial, but I feel like I'm liking this quite fresh, so I might make that into a separate little Reels video or something. I'm just going to go in now and curl my eyelashes. There we go. And I'm going to get on, this was part of Cher's edit as well, but it's one of the mascaras I'd really recommend, the High Impact Mascara from Clinique. Also good to know, that comes in a waterproof version as well, so if you're looking for something, if you've got hay fever, if you go into a wedding and you know you're going to have a cry, really good one, the waterproof one. And there's a little look at that up close, just nice and soft and fluttery. I think curling the lashes always makes a big difference, but just to give you an idea, that's one coat. Okay, I already had on my Je ne sais quoi Rose Balm from It Cosmetics. As you can see, it gives a really, really soft flush of pink. It basically tints and suits whatever your lip colour is. So I had that on already, I'm just going to top it up. I know I always go on about the CC cream, but actually that would possibly be my Desert Island It Cosmetics product. Obviously not over the CC cream, but like very close, number 2. I feel like that is the real unsung hero. I'm going to go in with a little bit of liner now. I love doing this, just putting your liner on with a nice lip balm. You get all the comfort of your lip balm, but you still feel like you've got a nice polished lip on. So this is, let me have a look, Intense Blush 07 from Clinique. How lovely is that? It just really sharpens everything up, doesn't it? And like, it's funny, but it makes it look like you've put a lipstick on, but literally that's still the same balm. I've just put the liner on with it. Really nice together. Oh, and then one last thing I meant to show you is this lovely double bracelet that Hannah Martin has created with Scream Pretty. She's done another collection with them. Now, she did a collection before, and I've got a necklace I often wear, and quite a few people have asked me where that's from. That was one of Hannah's from Scream Pretty. But the funny thing was, so in her last collection, she'd very kindly sent me the necklace and a pair of earrings. And the earrings, I don't know how long ago this would have been now, a good while ago, I just kept them in this whole time. And then a couple of weeks ago, I'll be able to go back on my videos to know when, I went back onto their website because I loved those things and I bought these. They're just like really nice. They've got lovely bits and pieces on the website that I think look like more expensive brands, but they're not the same price as them. And then the next thing, Hannah in the post, oh, I just wanted to give you this new bracelet from the collection. So isn't it funny how those things happen? But a really lovely piece of jewellery. Hannah's always got lovely jewellery and loads of it is stuff that she's made with them. So do go and have a look if you want a little treat. Okay, just for argument's sake, I'm going to put the tiniest bit of powder just near my nose and where those pores are the most prominent. And I feel like that will just make this look a tiny bit more flawless. Okay, this is the Bye Bye Pores powder from It Cosmetics, by the way. I have to say, this is one of the things that people end up being amazed at how fab it is. But you just saw there, like any little areas of pores that we all have, it just softens the appearance of them. Oh, and just one more thing I actually wanted to point out. So I've written on my board, I've put Cher, Hannah, Bryony. Bryony has got, Bryony Blake has got eyelaw lashes, and I've put them somewhere safe to do a video with them and I can't find them, but I'd written the three of them on my board. And I was going to say about Bryony, I've had a few people reach out recently and ask if I do any kind of one-to-one sessions, which I don't, unfortunately. But for anyone that wants like a one-to-one makeup lesson, makeup bag overhaul, that kind of thing, Bryony actually does those. All of the information is on her page, but I just think if you were looking for that one-to-one service with someone, I'd really recommend her. She's so lovely. She's so knowledgeable. She's done makeup for such a long time and across so many different disciplines, you know, the likes of me or you that were going somewhere, someone on TV, someone on a shoot, whatever it might be. So if you are looking for that, do have a look at Bryony. She's fantastic and I bet you'd learn loads. But that is all from me. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. If there's anything in particular that you want to see a video on, feel free to let me know here in the comments and I'll work on it for you. But have a lovely day and I'll chat to you again very soon.